Hey guys, welcome. This is a gentle flow, more of a yin practice for you today. It's full body in a short amount of time. Now you will need 2 blocks to support you. And if you're new to this channel, please say hi in the comments below and let's get started. So we're going to start with a heart opener on the 2 blocks. So 1 block at the back of the mat on the middle height, 2nd block just a couple centimeters in front. And the block that's closest to you, edge of the block will just be on the shoulder blades or underneath the shoulder blades. And then 2nd block is there to support the head. Now first, start to extend the arms overhead, just reach and press into the balls of the feet and just find this long line of energy. So just feeling into the side body and then bending the elbows, just grabbing a hold of opposite elbows. Start to work the shoulder heads back that little bit more. And then if your low back is a little tender, you might want to bend the knees, bring the feet wide and allow the knees to knock in. Otherwise, you can keep the legs long. And then when you feel ready, releasing the arms, palms facing up. And you may want to keep the legs long or even bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. But just being really mindful that the knees might be hovering. So if you prefer, extending the legs long, just a little bit more stability for your pelvis. And so these next couple of deep breaths is just your way to ground. And just noticing if there's any resistance to you in the heart opener. And just seeing if you can keep breathing yourself more open with every inhale. Breathing out to the hands, really expanding out. And then allowing the blocks to just receive your weight fully on the exhale. Just really allowing yourself to be held, fully supported. Just slowing down the breathing. Noticing the pauses at the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. If you notice the mind is really busy, just tuning into the sound of the out-breath as your way to just pull you back in. Using the sound as your anchor to just stay in this moment, to stay in the body. Just take 1 more minute here. last breath in, breathing into the belly, low ribs, side ribs, front of the heart, out to the hands. And long exhale. And just starting to bend the knees if you haven't already. And we'll slowly come off of the blocks. Just take your time, peeling out. And we'll take our 2 blocks and bring them towards the top of the mat. And bringing the blocks onto the highest setting, just bring the knees slightly back. And so blocks underneath the hands to support the hands. We're going to do a big lunge and step the left foot forwards. Now if you'd like to, you can always have a blanket underneath your right knee if you need. I'm going to pick the back knee off the mat and just gently walk it a little bit further back. Release the top of the right foot down. And you walk your blocks back. And take an inhale and breathe into the front line. So breathe into the front of the right hip, little lift of the chest. And then stay long, exhale, and just envision the breath is going all the way back down to the base. So your intention here is to breathe into that front line. So breathing into the right quad, the right psoas, even a little bit more of a lift with the chest. So you're almost like you're still in a back bend here. And then just allowing the back leg to be heavy with the exhale. So there's still this grounding. We're not going to be here for too long. Just slowing down the breathing. And noticing the sensations. And not pushing past your edge of discomfort. So there's a fine line. So you still want to have the ability to stay soft in the pose. Three more deep breaths. Big breath in. And slow breath out. We're going to tuck the back toes under and just first moving the hips back. Heel toe the left foot wide. Step the left foot back. And just turn the blocks so they're a little wider in width. Lower your left forearm to the block. Right forearm to the block. Start to reach the fingertips forwards as you bring the sit bones back to the heels. Pressing the forearms onto the blocks and just let your head be heavy through the arms. And you might just stay here and hold or see if you can reach more through the left fingertips. Find a little bit more length through the left side body. Left sit bone pulls back. And then switch it as you exhale, reaching the right hand more forwards, right sit bone pulls back. And then reaching equally through with both hands and pulling the hips back. And then pressing into the forearms, gently release, come out. Hands come back to the blocks, turn the blocks so they're on the narrow setting. And then we step the right foot forwards into your lunge. Pick the back knee off the mat, just a little wriggle, moving that left knee a little further back. Release the top of the foot down. And then breathing into the front line, breathing into the front of that left hip. And stay on the exhale. Breathing in more space into the left quad and the left psoas. And staying long breath out. And just notice here, remind yourself to just release the jaw. I always find with these lunges, my jaw just starts to tighten. Just deep, smooth, even breaths. Softening the muscles of the face. Allowing the brow to be smooth. And just noticing also the subtle differences between sides. One side may be a little tighter than the other. Be here for 3 more deep breaths. Big breath in. Tuck the back toes under. Slow, slow, slow. Press into the blocks to move the hips back first. And then heel toe the right foot wide and step the right foot back. I'm going to move the hips over to one side, send the legs forwards towards the top of the mat. Plant the feet down and cross the right shin in front of the left shin. I'm going to mirror you, so right shin in front of the left shin. And then just flexing through the feet. Now, it could be that this is enough of a hip opener for you and you want to stay here. It could be that your knees are up really high and you're tilting back. You might want to grab your block and just sit up on your block for a little bit more height to tilt your pelvis more forwards. So wherever you are, knees are moving down, sit bones moving back, heart up. Take a breath in. And just starting to walk your hands forwards on breath out. Head heavy, chin in towards the chest. So find a subtle rounding of the upper back. And then really sending the breath down to the hips, really breathing into the hips, the low back. And it could be that you just want to stay in stillness or gently swaying from side to side. And just take 5 more again, slow deep breaths here. Coming back up on the inhale. Walking the hands back in, and we'll switch sides. So fingertips behind, a little lean back. If you're on your block, you can just stay on your block. We're going to bring now the left shin in front of the right shin. Left shin in front of the right. Flex through the feet. Again, sit bones moving back, heart forwards and up. Take a breath in. And then walking the hands forwards on the breath out. Breathing into the back body, low back, glutes, and feel the energy rising up to the back of the heart, and then allowing the front of the heart to melt forwards with the exhale, just allowing yourself to go a little deeper into the shape. And then again, you can stay in stillness or just gentle rocks from side to side. Looking forwards, take an in-breath. Walking the hands back in. Fingertips behind and lean back. And then we'll come down onto our back. Just moving your blocks out of the way. Hugging the knees into the chest, just little rocks from side to side. And then we'll take happy baby here, so pressing the tailbone down. Either you can keep a hold of the shins and pull the thigh bones in tight, and just notice how the sacrum will gently lift off the mat. Roll the shoulders back, keep the chest open, maybe split the knees wide. Either you stay here and hold, or grab a hold of the outsides of the feet. Sit bones move forwards. Imagine like you want to press the feet straight up towards the sky. Knees bent, and then pulling in with the hands as the hips move down. Slow, deep breaths. So just breathing in more space into the hips. And you might want to open the lips with the exhale, just release the breath out of the mouth, releasing any tension, any gripping. Now, of course, you can stay in happy baby a little longer. You can take any other pose or shape you feel you need. Otherwise, we'll transition to Savasana, so legs out long. Arms alongside the body, just let yourself ground. Big breath in into the belly. And long breath out. Breathing in. And long exhale. Of course, you can stay in Savasana for as long as you need. Otherwise, thank you for practicing with me today, yogis. Namaste. Ooh.